Hi, this is Eric Martin with Board Game Geek. I'm here with designer Robert Kuba, showing off Superhero Solitaire from 8th Summit.
Correct.
Which is not just one game, but sort of a series of games
Correct.
that can work together. This is not final production copy here.
Right, this is just a prototype that we had made, rapid prototyping. It's not our final printer or anything, but thanks to the guys at Ad Magic for getting us this. Superhero Solitaire is the first in a line of games that are called Soloverse games. Okay. The reason why they're named that is because they take spins on popular versions of Solitaire card games. So in this case, we're looking at Klondike. And people in this game are going to assume the roles of heroes. Okay. So these are examples of two of them, but we're using Assault and Battery for this little demo here. Okay. And the bad guy that we've chosen is this actual team of bad guys called the WMD, but this is an example of another one, which is Dark Pharaoh. Okay. And these are mix and match style decks. The heroes always occupy the hearts and diamonds of the deck, okay. And the bad guys then are the black suits, which are the clubs and the spades. So you can take out and you can swap in. So if I wanted to use Tecton against WMD, I can feel free to do that. I don't have to remain in the deck that I'm in.
But the special power will be different.
The special power is different for each person. Okay. This particular special power is a little bit more interactive, and when you're choosing which guy to face and which guy you are, you can take a look at the back and it'll show the power level of that particular group or character, but it also shows the difficulty. So like these are kind of in the mid-range because they have a few more things going on than what the easier ones do that don't rely on their token powers so much. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and start. This is how you would normally, this is how you would normally have it set up. And the last part of setup is that you're going to reveal this bottom row. So we'll go ahead and start. Well, we do it one card at a time. And the reason why is because some of these cards have powers that we need to resolve in order to get our final row. So this one is a power, but we can look here and it says that this one only kicks off in round 3.
Oh, this does not slide across the table. Just move the card. Just move the card.
Yep.
Okay.
So that one only kicks off in round 3, so we don't have to worry about that one. So that one just goes back into place. Okay. And we continue along the line, and then when I get the halfway mark, I'll let you do that. But this one, it says when this card is flipped, we charge up to 2 of the hero power tokens. So if we notice over here, we have 3 that are charged already, which are on the green side. So we're going to take the uncharged ones and flip those so all of our powers are green. Okay. And so then I'll let you do those one at a time. So that one's nothing, that one's nothing. Now this guy says when he's revealed, which is a little bit different than card flip in that anytime he's revealed, even if a card just comes off him and he's already been flipped, he'll do that. And so he gains 1 power for each face-up card in the column that he's in. So that means that you take one of those generic power tokens up there and add it to their power token pool. Yep. Yep, the bad guys. Oh, yeah. All right, so one of the things in this is that the goal is the same as is in Klondike Solitaire, where you're trying to build the bases of each suit. There are no, now you've noticed that there's no like royals, there's no jack, queen, king, or ace, so you go from 1 to 13. Okay. So one of our first plays before we actually start having to go to the draw phase and draw from the deck is we can take this 1 and place it up here. And anytime there's an empty slot, we take the top card of the reserve pile and put it down. Okay. So another play might be to take this 5 to put on this 6 because you build in descending order, swapping colors just like in normal Solitaire. Okay. So this one's just one that sits around, and at any time we can activate it to negate something, a bad thing. But yep, totally. And then, yep. And so that looks like we've run, one more play. And that one leads. Now this is one that is another reveal one, but it is red, so that means it's good. This one allows us to exhaust some of our power tokens in order to put stuff into the deck. Okay. So we might want to do something. Let's flip 3 of those, and we're just going to take all 3 of these cards, which this allows us to do, and shuffle them into the deck. That way we don't have to worry about those cards anymore. Okay. And now that we still have one more play.
All right.
And now that looks like we're done. So then, after we shuffle, we do a 3-card flip. So you can use it in your hand. It's just referred to as the hand. So after you draw 3, flip them over. And we can fan them out, and that is actually important with this particular guy's power, our hero that we've chosen. Okay. That hero allows us once per turn to flip one of those tokens and take any one of these cards and put it at the bottom. Okay. So in this particular case, we can play both of these cards, and we can play all 3. So we don't need to use the power in that one. And so then we just continue on. And so, for example, this is a good one. We can kick this guy to the bottom with our lightning fist, so we punch it to the bottom.
Spend one of the power.
And that allows us to play. And that is what is called a direct hit. You make a direct hit when you are able to play a card directly from your hand to the pile. And that earns us a point. And that's how we gain points. So we take that and put it down there. Yep. Okay. And so you continue in this manner and go through the game. If you aren't able to build all of the piles, but you still have more points than what the enemy does, you'll still win. Okay. But a complete victory is only earned if you can build all 4 of the piles from 1 to 13, and then you still have your score. It's just that a complete victory of 1 point still beats a minor victory of 15 points. You know? Okay,
all right. And now different powers, you just, as you said, you mix and match.
Yeah, you mix and match. So we've seen the main ones for our hero here. The WMD is a little bit different because the hero has a lot of duplication, this particular one, so that you know what's coming up. Okay. The WMD is a lot more chaotic, and so if we take a look in here, we can find all sorts of different things for them. They'll earn points based on face down cards, so if that comes out early and there's still a lot of face down in that column, they'll be earning a lot of points because the villain is always trying to sap you of all your points. And if they're able to gain all the points that are on your card, you instantly lose. Okay. So that is the only way to instantly lose, unless a higher powered villain, such as Dark Pharaoh, brings another loss condition. So with on his tokens, they'll get flipped. If all 5 get flipped, you lose that way too. Okay. So if you're looking for more of a challenge, once you get past the basics, then you can always amp up and widen the gap between your hero's power level and your villain's power level.
All right. Well, thanks very much for the overview.
No problem. And look for the Kickstarter should be kicking off in July
2016.
Yep.
All right. Thanks.